Guys, Reminets, the last day at Port Macquarie, we are going to Billabong. Going with Zach.
We're going to Billabong.
Next thing you'll see is our time lapse. Bye. We are on the way to penguins. What's this? Spider monkeys?
This is spider monkeys.
Okay, I'm gonna check out some spider monkeys.
I love it.
Oh, there they are. Wait one second. Wish I could zoom. I have to zoom on the...
You can't zoom?
No, it doesn't let me.
You can zoom in the video.
I can zoom when I edit. Oh, I totally can. Let's not look at that on camera. I'll be blurring that out for the rest of the day. We just seen a monkey's doodle. You won't, because it'll probably be blurred. That's going to have to totally be blurred. It would be, but I wouldn't be allowed to put it on YouTube for that. I'd have to blur it out.
I reckon you'll be fine. Jurassic Pond. This is the crocodilians that I can't wait to go down and have a look. They've really expanded this place since we were last here, haven't they?
Probably a couple of time lapses in here, because it's going to be a lot to walk. So, probably cut into one now. What do you think about penguins?
I love penguins.
So as you can see, there's no wagging their little tails there. These guys, like I said, are quite braced when it comes to walking around that water there. I'm sorry, swimming through the water there. So where a normal bird would have wings, these guys have those flippers to help force themselves through the water. You can see them blowing some bubbles at the moment, but they are actually pretty good at holding their breath, and they need to hold their breath for up to 2 minutes at a time, and swim at speeds up to 8 kilometres per hour. So pretty fast for a penguin of their size, and they're pretty good at swimming indeed. So normally, obviously, you can see they have those nice great feet as well to help steer. As you can see, the skipper's doing some pretty impressive little turns there. Now, I do have some fish for these guys, which I'll be feeding them in a couple of minutes. minutes' time, hopefully we'll get the rest of our penguins in the water there. Mumble, because whilst we swim, come on, in your hop, good Mumble, good Mumble. No, not sure which way I want to go. But something you might notice, something you might notice is we're not feeding these guys live food. Now, it's actually illegal for us to feed any of our carnivorous animals live food here in Australia within captivity. So, it is really important that we do actually give these guys some different enrichment tools or toys to make sure they use all those important senses they would out there in the wild and in terms of catching their fish. So, we do have the hula hoop in the pool here, which will duck and weave in between, like they would do so, trying to chase after their food. They do also have some balls on the sand there as well. And you can turn your face around, everybody. So I don't know if you guys can see from there where we're at, but we do have little chickens here, so we'll face around. You see bright white belly there. Like I was mentioning, we do have the balls in the sand as well. They'll have a bit of a peck out and a bit of a roll around with that one as well. Now, pilchards would be part of their normal diet for these guys, natural diet I should say, for these guys in the wild. So things such as small fish species as well as squid and krill tend to be the food sources for these guys. Good penguins, very good. Going in? Very good, there we go.
Yeah.
Now, their numbers are quite stable out there in the wild now. However, they're going through a bit of a stage where their numbers weren't so stable here in Australia. And being that they're the only penguins that nest along the coastline of Australia, it's really important to make sure that we do have these guys for many generations to come, so everybody can enjoy them. So unfortunately, one of the big issues that they do face is actually pollution. So unfortunately, we don't always realise that when we have our rubbish on the ground, sometimes it can actually float out to sea. And being that these guys are quite inquisitive, they might actually try and play with that and try and eat the rubbish that we're dropping on the ground there. Unfortunately, another big issue we do actually have with these guys is actually foxes. So they will actually, unfortunately, take the adult penguins as well as the chicks and sometimes even the eggs. So if you haven't already seen the movie though, there was a pretty good solution to that, a little bit closer to Sydney with these guys, and that was actually having protecting or guarding dogs, protecting those colonies of penguins. So looking after them, making sure they can breed up and get all those population back up. Going back in the water, very good, bit of a loop. So that made their numbers increase again, and we do have a pretty stable population of little blue penguins now, nesting on the coastline of Australia. Alright guys, would you like to first with some fish?
Oh,
look, they're going to get their fishies.
I got some penguins. Ready? Step up. Private. Kowalski, do you want yours? Good girl. Now, like you can see, they're quite large pilchards indeed, but these guys do eat quite a bit of fish, so they get fed morning and afternoon. Good boy, there you go. And they can eat around 7 pilchards per feeding. However, this can change when they go through their molting stage. So, when they lose all those old feathers and regrow some fresh ones, they do actually need to put on as much weight as they can before so. You go, Kowalski. Where are you? There you go. Good girl. They actually not waterproof once they've lost those adult feathers. So it's really important they put on as much weight as they possibly can, and then they will actually go and pretty much use all that body fat throughout those couple of weeks when they've regrown those fresh feathers. Here in captivity, even though that these guys don't have to actually go fishing for their food, they go through the same process and they won't really be eating too much from us either. Now you might have heard a couple of different noises from our penguins. They do make a bit of a barking noise, which is a simple communication between each penguin, but they do also sing to each other as well. They think that their singing voices are absolutely beautiful and they go pretty much all over the zoo. They are very loud animals indeed. Now the reason these guys will sing to each other is actually to find their partner. Once they've found that partner, they'll continue to sing to each other to strengthen that bond. But here in captivity, it does actually run right up until December. Obviously, we can offer them some slightly better conditions here in captivity than what they'll have to do outside in the wild. So typically, once that egg is laid, mum and dad will have to stay nice and warm, keep that egg nice and warm for about 35 days. Once the egg is hatched, the chick will then also need to make sure mum and dad keeps it nice and warm for the first 10 days of its life until it grows those fluffy feathers and it can try to maintain its own body heat. However, during this process, mum and dad obviously need to feed themselves. So what they'll tend to do in the cover of the early morning, before the lightnings come, they'll head out to sea. One parent will head out to sea, fill their belly up as much as they possibly can, come back to that burrow and feed that chick if that chick has hatched, and keep a little bit in their belly. However, they do need to work on a rotational basis because the next parent needs to go out there the following day to make sure that they they get their food, because each parent doesn't actually feed each other. So it's really important that the parents do actually work together, otherwise that chick won't end up being viable. Now, they can have multiple clutches of eggs throughout the breeding season.
Regan?
I love penguins.
Eggs later on in the year.
Alana, you love penguins?
They're very
So far,
cute.
what we've noticed though is with those clutches of eggs, we have two eggs.
All you need now is everyone else to shut up so we can listen.
One egg of those being infertile, and one of them can be fertile. So that's generally what we're seeing at the moment. Now that does bring a standard presentation, guys. So I will protect with this guys some more fish if you'd like to see that one. Otherwise, any other questions, we'll fire them away. I'm going to ask the university.
It's gonna be my fish! My fish! So we get close.
It's that 10:30 koala paddy, which is back towards the entrance of the zoo there.
Koala paddy.
We have a line
I'm gonna pat the koala.
So 11 o'clock we have our monkeys feeding, 11:20 is our meerkat feeding.
So this camera didn't catch any of that at all.
Guys, thank you very much for sticking around and listening to my presentation and seeing the little penguins.
She's gonna feed them more. You wanna take the camera and film it from over there? Do you reckon she would?
I don't know. Ask her. Ask her
Excuse
question.
me? Man.
The crocodile show is 12:30.
Excuse me. Is there any chance you could hold the camera and get any view of them? Any chance you could hold the camera in there to get view?
It might get a bit sandy, a bit wet.
Like,
Yeah, that's it.
I'm cool with that.
Pecking at it's awesome. That's what every camera person wants.
It's cool by me.
Quick one, I do need to keep feeding them though.
That's fine.
That's fine.
Good girl. Good girl.
Go. I tell you what, if you share that with us on Facebook,
100%.
you'll get a good like.
I'm leaking your thing already. It's gonna be, I'm already linked it, so it's all gonna be
And YouTube as well.
and YouTube as well. I'll be all over it. Reminets Gaming. It's a gaming channel, but I'm on holidays, so I'm filming everything.
Check it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be linked. It'll be down in the description for you.
About 6 years old. I'll see how he goes up here on the perch. If he gets a bit too restless, I'll just hold on to him. But you're welcome to pat him. Just remember to approach just a group at a time and just on his back when patting him.
Me, you want me to take the camera? Oh, okay. I want to turn around.
It's so cool. Yeah, have a
have
hat.
to pat. Holy shit. Didn't really think it was that soft. That's cool. Mate, come on. That's just mean.
That's harsh. It's been like that.
Wow. Denied. Denied by a freaking koala. That was a koala and we just patted it and it really doesn't like me for some reason. Zach, do we know why this koala did not like me? It really hated me.
Alright. Alright, Ashley's here to pat a dingo. Backless sides, people.
They just look like regular dogs.
That is so
Yeah,
cute.
they
Hey. I guess I don't like to be touched on the face.
No.
What's the difference between a dingo and a regular dog?
Dingoes can't bark.
Oh, okay.
Dingoes can only howl. Any other differences?
Well, it's just DNA. I mean, they look the same. They
Too many people?
Yeah. Okay.
This one's shy.
And they're wild
Yeah,
dogs.
she's just a little
No, leave
nervous, and she won't be too happy if anyone else
If we threw a Billabong uniform on you, she might be right, but
I bet you. Come on, I'm good with meerkats.
it's all about positive.